Hey, I'm Chris. I live in Las Vegas and I love gear. Now, if you haven't figured it out by the name of my channel, the gear that I love the most, of course, is guitars. So, I hope you've all had a happy new year. I hope you guys had a happy Christmas. And sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I got COVID and I was out for a good week. And I only went back to work, I think, the last week of Christmas. So, the last week of December. So, happy, healthy New Year from Las Vegas and big hugs. So, this video today is on two things. Now, first of all, this is about resolutions and starting off over again, a whole new year. And the second is the Roland Juno Stage, one of my favorite keyboards and my favorite keyboard in my studio right now. So, right now I had to downgrade my studio because we decorated our house for Christmas. I don't mind it so much. My studio, though, kind of became storage for furniture and a Peloton and just random stuff that was in our living room that is now occupied by Christmas trees. So, one of my New Year's resolutions is to get my studio out of my storage and back into my room so I can rearrange this place. So, I would love to get all my gear back. That is one goal. Another goal is to continue my artistic pursuits and to write more music again. And that is where the Juno Stage comes in. So what I'm really excited about for this year is not only health and happiness, because I work in healthcare. I totally believe in taking care of yourself, trying to eat right the best you can, trying to start a new exercise program. I just started a new one. Yikes. So I am excited though, as funny as it may sound and as unenthusiastic as it may sound, I am excited to start a new workout routine and to get myself back into shape for the new year because I went to maybe one or two or three or four too many Christmas parties. Even though I caught COVID, I went to the Christmas parties before COVID. It sucked. After I caught COVID, we stopped going to parties. So, of course, you can see with my studio, all of my Roland stuff is out of my storage. So, up from the top, you see the Roland Lucina. Down on the bottom, you see the Roland Axis. I've got two of those. And on the very bottom, I've got sequencers. But in the middle, right now, is the Juno Stage. What is the Juno Stage? There we go. The Juno Stage is an expandable synthesizer, but it's a little bit more than that. It's a performance synthesizer. The synthesizer is meant to be played on stage. It's meant to be a performance. Now, what the heck does that mean? What is a performance keyboard? A performance keyboard is basically, it was made to be brought on a stage and played. You can bring it into the studio. There are really, really cool features on it. I will show you those as well. But the cool thing is that it could be basically a one-man show. There's drums in it. There's an arpeggiator in it. You can manipulate sound in it in real time, even though it's not a real analog keyboard. You can manipulate sound in real time with an envelope generator. You can split. You can make a split keyboard on it. You can make your own sounds on it. You can take two different sounds. You could split them on one side and on the other. But as well as you can make a dual sound, you could take two different sounds, play them on top of each other, and thus making another sound, and then edit that sound to make it sound however you want to with the envelope generator. There's so much you could do with this keyboard, and in one of my Roland Axes is totally wired into that. So if I wanted to, I could play a track and then pull off the axis off of the stand and play a lead on the axis. So let me show you this thing. Let me show you its powers. So right now I've got it in a split. And the cool thing about the split and the patches that are in this guy are, like a lot of keyboards, you could do a split. On this one, I happen to have a sequence on the lower side. On the upper side, I happen to have a synth lead. And together with the drum beat, it all sounds pretty damn good together. Now, let's start with something simple. Let's start with the drum machine. Oh my gosh, the drum machine on this guy. Let me show you. So drums, drums, drums. Okay, you're gonna go to the side here. There's a little song player, by the way. You can put auxiliary sound into this guy. You could play whatever you want on the outside, like a tape recorder, another instrument, whatever you want, a drum machine. You could have another drum machine or a sample machine plugged into this guy externally, so it will play out of this guy. So what you do is you go to the side, to the rhythm section, you can hit rhythm, and it will bring up all of this on the computer console. So you could pick whatever kind of beat you want to play for rhythm. So let's start. And you could scroll down and change the kit of any kind of rhythm you want. One of my favorite kits, by the way, the 909, the 808. Of course, you could change the rhythm of your drums, of your beats. There's a lot of different beats, by the way. Standard rock beats, but you could change whatever drums you're playing. Let's see, standard rock beat with an 808. Let's try that. Nice. Here's some of my favorite ones. Here's trance. And you can change the drum kit if you want. Ooh, that's different. And that is drums. Are you kidding me? So, all those different rhythms you have, all those different styles you can play, and you can play them in different kits. Pretty damn awesome. Now, what I really love about this are the different tones that this baby has. So, let me show you that example of our performance tone. So let's see. Here's a nice rock and roll tone. So it sounds like a rock and roll guitar. Now that tone is a specialty tone, and it's built up of two tones. So let's scope it out. It's built up of synchrasm and basement. Now they're both together. Now, what I love about all of these specialty performance tones is they all have their different drum beats. So for rock and roll, if you look, the drum beat for rock and roll is rock 2. Here's how it sounds. Rock and roll. Uh-oh. I got a sticky key somewhere. Let's see. There we go. Okay, the arpeggiator. So, there's awesome bass lines on this keyboard. This keyboard can make awesome sounds. I'm going to show you all the different tones that I love the most. But the arpeggiator. Now, we're going to hit this, and it's going to play all of that in my bass line. Now you could change your style on the arpeggiator in any form of ways. You could do bass lines, you could do sequences, you could do slices, and I'm gonna bring you through those. Nice. Now here's the slices. Ooh. And it could go on forever if you wanted it. So something I do with every new keyboard that I buy or every new keytar that I buy is I always read the instruction manual. I always read the owner's manual online. And when I go through the owner's manual and when I get the new keyboard at home or the synthesizer, I will play each and every tone and patch that's in it. And I will write down all of my favorites. As you can see, it's as sloppy as that is. And that's another resolution. I brought new pencils and folders for music writing and playing better. So, as I was going to tell you, I always write down my favorites, and I was going to show you my favorite tones on this guy and some of my favorite bass lines. So, I arpeggiator and the different bass lines that are in it. But let's go to one of my favorite bass sounds on this guy. Let's see, Punch MG2. So it's 235. Let's see. 235. Nope. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna hit the arpeggiator and we're gonna find a good bass line. I could deal with that. All right. All right, now, something else that this keyboard can do is you can change and manipulate the sound in real time with a little envelope generator. This is not an analog keyboard, but it pretends to be, and it's really cool that you could do this in live. That is the bass sound coming out of that. You can come over here to the sound modifier, and you see here there's a little envelope generator with a master EQ and a reverb. So in real time, you can manipulate the sound and change it. Nice. Let's add a little bass. Not bad, huh? For mixing music? Not bad at all. Now, I love to do that. I love to make interesting bass lines. I love to make different music sounds. I love to make different rhythms on this guy. But most of all, I love it when it's plugged into the guitar. So, this is the Roland Axis. One of Roland's first guitars in the 1980s. I believe this is the second one-ish. The first one was the SH-101, which oddly, this is a MIDI controller. The SH-101 had its own sound in it. I wonder why they didn't just keep up with that. Ooh, hold on. That's a little nicer, isn't it? So, this guy can do splits, and this guy can also do the sounds I want it to do. Let's see. 195. Enter. And let's do that bass line at 235. All right. Okay. That's good. can see, this guy can do a whole bunch. And it can carry its own show all by itself. Now, why show you all of the cool features on this keyboard? I will tell you why. Because a big part of my resolution as well is to play more music for you guys and to write more music. So, in the past, sheets and sheets of music that I've written in the past. And it's always been said, to be a better piano player, you have to do several things. What do you have to be a better piano player? Well, it is said that you have to do scales, as boring as they are, each and every day. You have to do some sight playing, blind sight playing off of sheet music every day. Whether it's beginner's music or complicated classical music, it doesn't matter. But scales, sight playing, and then of course, play something fun every day, something that you love every day. I've learned that as simple as your own music that you think it is, it's complicated to another person, to another musician, no matter their education level. So no matter how simple your music, your own music you feel it is, there's somebody out there who can't play what you can play. So be encouraged every day. So I'm going to try my best in the new year to stay up on my fitness, to stay up on my music, and to rebuild my studio to what it was before. Again, Christmas, I just have this little bit of guitar right there. And in the new year, this room, as soon as that Peloton is gone, by the way, that is so my world right now. Like guitar and Peloton, that is so my goals for the new year. So as soon as that Peloton is out of this place, guitars will take its place. So I'm going to have to do these. Gonna have to do a lot of those. I'm going to have to off of my old sheet music just to keep me up on sight playing, and of course I've got beginner's books in the seat so I can always play those books, and of course stay on that bike, try to do workout videos, try to stay happy and healthy, and always, everyone out there, I encourage you to do the same. If you have a passion out there, something you love, do it, be it. If there's something out there that you care about, that inspires you, that makes you want to be better, then by all means, keep doing that thing. Health, hugs, happiness in the new year from Las Vegas. I'm Guitar Chris.